Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Teesha, and today we're going to talk about all the collective reviews for Goosecreek Easter and spring candles. Now Easter's over. I hope you all had a good Easter, but I got sick and my schedule got messed up. This was supposed to go up before, but I feel like if you love Goosecreek, you already participated, and if you're on the fence, you're still watching reviews, and this might be helpful. But this is just a way for me to go ahead and share with you guys some of the candles that I picked up and what I've been experiencing. So we're going to go through quite a bit today. I'm going to share with you the candles real quickly that I'm going to talk about, and then we'll just chat about their performance. So first one up is Eastery Bunny. This has notes of milk chocolate, vanilla bean, cocoa, sugar, and dreamy chocolate. So lots of different chocolate stuff going on in this one. And then we're going to talk about Marshmallow Bunnies. Marshmallow Bunnies was orange, rainbow peeps, white peach, pink berries, fluffy marshmallow, caramel, vanilla, strands of sugar, whatever that is. And then we have Fluffy Confection. This one I've just started burning. This has notes of whipped vanilla, toffee, warm toffee, popcorn, and sugar. Sorry, I lost my spot there. So this one was really, really interesting. Also, we burnt through Carrot Cake. I really did want to compare this one to Sweet Carrot Cake from Bath and Body Works. This has notes of carrot cake, cream cheese, vanilla bean, walnuts, and autumn spices. And then we also got through Jelly Beans. Jelly Beans has notes of crystal sugar, blueberry, blue raspberry, meringue, and marshmallow. And then we did burn through a couple of the spring candles. This is Harmony, Honey, and Wildflower. This is Honey, Blooms, and Vanilla. I also burnt through this Honey Vanilla, which I think I have the notes here. This is Golden Honey, Vanilla Bean, Sugar, and Amber. And then last but not least, we did start the Candy Pretzel, which has notes of soft pretzel, weird choice, I think it should have been hard pretzel, white chocolate, sea salt, and whipped vanilla. So let's just jump right into it. So let's go through these two real quick, the honey and vanilla and the honey and wildflower. So I did burn these together in the living room. And what I want to say overall for these candles is that the burns got a little weird, okay? I'm going to share that with you guys. And I'm going to talk about the experience overall. So the burns got a little weird, you know. This was happening from the get-go. So you can imagine the soot that I saw off these candles. Now, again, I know a lot of you guys recommend a warmer. Still working on it. I don't know what my problem is. I'm just still working on that, okay? Some things I procrastinate on to a point where it's pretty hysterical, actually. But I did burn these through, and they weren't bad the whole time. But I will say, one thing I love about Goosecreek candles is that from the first burn, I get a very strong throw. A very, very present, prominent scent. It's very true to scent, meaning I can usually pick up most of the scent notes that they are describing in the candle. First 1 to possibly 3 burns. Now, what I'm finding now is that sometimes my candles might not look this hardcore dirty at that point, but that is about, the third burn is about where I see a significant difference in how it burns. Where I'm not just smelling the notes, now I'm kind of smelling something maybe slightly burnt, maybe slightly like acidic or alcohol smelling. A couple of times I got a really strong baby wipe scent, but like the cheap baby wipes, you know, off of these where I mean it'd be slightly scented, but like you still mostly get like that scent, you know, I don't know how else to describe it besides baby wipes. That was happening a lot. And you know, the scent notes themselves seem to be burning out by the halfway point where I'm actually not smelling what I used to smell. So again, I'm saying that again, I'm not smelling what I used to smell. I do think that every candle company has different pros and cons. That's why I shared that video, my 2 cents, blah, blah, blah. Because I think there's good and bad in every brand. I love the Kringle wax melts. Goosecreek wax melts. I've purchased them for several years, and I really, really stand by that they smell really good and they have great deals. But some of these candles, it's got to be the wicks, because I don't spend time cleaning my wicks and they just get so dirty. I trim off the carbon balls, but I don't trim my Goosecreek wicks too much because they dud out easily. And some of these candles, they dudded out really early on. to where like many of you would have probably told me to just call and get a replacement. So for these overall, the first couple of burns, beautiful. I would highly have recommended them to you because they were really pretty. They really had a true vanilla honey scent to them. But then I couldn't recommend them because the scent changed and turned into something that I just really did not really care for at all. Now to the Easter candles. Some I loved, some I liked just okay, and some I was like, and we're going to start with the mm-ms. Eastery Bunny, sadly, is a mm-mm. Now again, I definitely, on the first couple burns, this was delicious. A nice milk chocolate scent, a little bit of like it was like cocoa mixed with like a really, like almost like an Easter bunny was melted into this candle. That kind of like milk chocolate scent. But also I got some cocoa powder and sugar. And this one didn't burn the worst by any means. Of course, this did kind of go back into the wax. But right around the midway point, it was before the midway point. I know I was like significantly high in this candle. Wick issues. Wouldn't stay lit for anything. That's annoying because again, it made the candle burn weird. And then I kind of got it going and, it took forever. And then the scent started to change. It started to smell very burnt to me. And I don't like burnt chocolate. I liked the delicious scent of the first like 1/4 of this candle. But then, like I said, it really did change. And I was very sad about this candle. I was like wanting to just throw it away about the midway point. And I warmed it because it still smelled burnt, but then I wasn't dealing with the wick issues. Warmed it from the bottom. But yeah, it doesn't even smell like anything now except for burnt like wick wax, like, you know, birthday candle, melted wax. And I'm just sad about that. So that was just definitely a sad candle for me. Okay, let's talk about a couple that this one I found to be just okay. This one was just okay. This is my first one, carrot cake. I did not like this as much as I like sweet carrot cake. It was a different blend of spices. It wasn't just cinnamon sweet. It was okay. It burnt okay, but again, it was kind of a cleaner burn. I mean, you see the soot a little bit, but like the wax doesn't look as bad. I mean, it still was sooty, but the whole time I was thinking, man, I would prefer to have sweet carrot cake. Cream cheese didn't really come through. It did have a nice little spicy scent, but it wasn't that sweet cinnamon spice or authentic cinnamon spice. So for this one, I would recommend the Bath & Body Works sweet carrot cake over this one. And that makes me sad because again, these say soy wax blend, but there's just nothing clean about these burns. So they can just quit it with that. I don't know. I sound really angry. I'm not at all, but I'm just like, One I did really enjoy, jelly beans. Jelly beans smelled better than Tutti Frutti candy. The burn was not great. I was going to say this was atrocious, but I don't want to be dramatic, but it was sooty, but I had this in the kitchen and it filled the space. I didn't burn it with Tutti Frutti candy. I didn't think about doing that, but this one had a really nice fruity, marshmallowy scent. Again, not necessarily exact to Tutti Frutti candy, but that was really what it was giving me. Kind of like a jelly bean crystallized sugar scent, and it burnt really well. And well, it didn't burn well in terms of the wax, but like every time I lit this candle, nothing smelled burnt. It just smelled like the scent notes. So that I will say about this one, but the burn itself was pretty gross. Okay, these I haven't burnt as much, but I'm just, you know, these are just okay so far. So Fluffy Confection, again, this was the toffee popcorn scent. I definitely got that. It smelled kind of like movie date, but there's a perfume essence to this candle that I can't get over. Like, it is still very strong. I smell it here. So like you get a caramel toffee popcorn, but then you get like a weird, and I'm looking at the scent notes trying to figure it out. Whipped vanilla, warm toffee, popcorn, and sugar. There's something in here that is like perfumey to me. And it's just weird with the caramely toffee popcorn scent. If this was just the toffee popcorn, I would say this was really good, but the perfume scent note, even on burn, comes really strong. So it's like, I'm eating perfume and I'm also eating some more. We don't like that. And so that one is weird. I will finish it. And so far, like I said, you can see the burn's doing great. I'm, you know, about 1/4 of the way down or so. It's doing really good, but I don't think it's not going to change because they all did. And then Marshmallow Bunnies was pretty good. This was like the peep scent. This was probably my favorite. Not too bad. I mean, I keep saying not too bad, and I don't want you to think I'm like going to open it up. It's going to look like a Kringle candle, okay? Because it's not. But it really was a pretty scent. This one kind of reminded me of the pink, like the pink berry note in Pink Shores on Cold. But this has like a marshmallow scent. I did not get the caramel strands or the vanilla, but a little bit of that Fruity Peeps sugary scent. And again, nothing weird in here, and it didn't get too burnt smelling. The ones at the beginning all changed the scent, but this was pretty good. And then the last one I like a lot, but I haven't burnt very much. This is Candy Pretzel. This has notes of soft pretzel, which again, I would rather have that hard pretzel with like a lot of salt. Like that's what I want to smell. And then of course, white chocolate, sea salt, whipped vanilla. Also, think they could have threw a milk chocolate scent note in here. Now, not if it was going to do what Eastery Bunny did. And I did burn this one with Eastery Bunny at the beginning, and then that's when Eastery Bunny changed, and I quit burning it with this because I was like, well, now I don't know what's smelling like what. But this one definitely just has a salty white chocolate scent. It's kind of nice, but it's a one and done. So overall for this whole collection, and I'm sad, you guys, like honestly, I'm taking a break from Goosecreek. I'm going to burn through what I have. I'm not jumping on any bandwagons. It's just I had nothing but issues. The scents changing, smelling burnt, seeing all the soot, seeing all that wax change, it's just a lot of work. I do not want to babysit candles that hard. I don't mind knowing how to take care of a candle and caring for it that way. But these, it was like nothing I could do to make them just cooperate and do well. I feel like Goosecreek has something to do with their fragrance oils where they, like the moment the flame touches the wax, you can smell a scent throw. But once it changes, it's never going back. You can't do nothing to clean it up and make it better. For the most part, I don't feel like you're getting your money's worth when only like this much of the top of the candle is amazing and the rest of it's nothing but drama. Again, I'm not trying to be dramatic here. It's just that was my experience. I've not fell in love with any new brand. I really do like the Kringle Soy formula. I've always loved Bath and Body Works, but they're just very accessible. Homeworks is okay. I've had some I liked and some I liked just okay. And some I was like, ooh, I like this one a lot. But the burns are clean. These, I cannot in my heart recommend to you all when I have so many issues. And again, I'm watching these candles. I'm not overburning these candles. I'm not enjoying. Overall, I'm not enjoying burning these candles. And that's really what it's all about. Truly, it doesn't matter what they cost. It's do you enjoy it? I'm not enjoying these candles. And I was for a long time. I have taken these breaks before, but never to the tune of this many issues. But again, maybe I just picked up too many. So I'm going to keep burning what I have because again, I don't want to give these off to someone or anything like that. I'm definitely going to finish these, but the issues I had in some of these candles that I finally got to the end, can I tell you, it was like the day after a good breakup, like where you just knew it was time. Every single one of these, I was like, I am so glad to get you out. So I'll throw those into a post-burn review just because I like to keep track of how many I burn, but I won't go on and on in those videos. My overall thoughts, I'm taking a break. I'm going to keep buying the wax melts, but I'm taking a break from these burn issues. My walls look awful. I can actually see soot now that I need to get cleaned, and I have flat paint, so that's fun. But also just the work I have to put into resetting the scent, because not only now am I dealing with what the candle leaves behind, but also that like dirty, gross burn smell, the sooty smell. I don't like it. So I'm taking a break, but that does not mean by any stretch of the imagination that if this is your all-time favorite brand, you have found what works for you, and that is awesome. So I do recommend Wanda, Crazy for Candles. She does a lot of great Goosecreek burns. I always like to recommend now some of my favorite like reviewers that do these specific brands. I know a few other really great reviewers. I think Gabby's taken a little break from Goosecreek too, but I loved her reviews. They were always like spot on for me. I was like, yep, that's how my candles went. Trying to think. I can't really think of a lot of reviewers right now for Goosecreek. Bonnie Queen of the Girl Geek, she loves Goosecreek. So these are channels that if you're already following, I know because you listen to me and I'm always shouting them out, but you know, they might have in the future or some recent candle reviews, so you're not just listening to me. But for me, my overall experience lately has been these are way too much work and I can't anymore. So I'm taking a little break. I'm breaking up with you. It's not me, it's you. But other than that, that's all I have for this one. I know it's kind of a bummer video. I'm sorry. But sometimes we just have to. We have to take a step back and say, we'll see what you guys do in the future. Let's see the direction of your company. I know that they like ended their rewards program, which is like really weird time to do that because candle companies have been so competitive lately, but they need to do what's best for them. So yeah, you may see some more Goosecreeks in my post burns, but that's just me kind of going through what I have. I'm going to keep a few, and there are still a few like banana pudding, so good. Caramel apple lane, so good. But for the most part, I'm just going to take a little break and see what happens. So thank you guys so much for watching this one. It was a rambly hot mess as usual, but I appreciate you all so much. And leave me a comment down below. Again, if you love Goosecreek and your candle burn recommendations, that will help people that are trying to decide in the comments, or, you know, anything that like you want to tell me. I'm here to listen and talk with you guys in the comments. It's my favorite part. But that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a video tomorrow. Bye, guys.